London Smith Jr., University High, made the commitment to Baylor on Wednesday evening. Thanks for your time, young man. Appreciate it. What's it been
Yes,
like,
sir.
a local player, your dad, your mom, sister, the legacy there, but what's it been like since you made that decision public?
Oh man, it's been crazy. Nothing but love from the whole 254 area, to be honest. And it's just a blessing to be able to do what I'm doing. So to be home is just a blessing.
So this is something that you made the decision, you pulled the trigger. I kind of traded a text back and forth with your father, and was it something that you just this was the time? Did you kind of surprise everybody, and why the decision now?
Man, the junior day was big. Got to see what I needed to see. And I think this was a good time for me. About to finish the basketball season, going into the off season. About to take some more visits, but Baylor just held it down for me, and this was just the right time for me and my family.
There have been players locally that have committed to Baylor, but I think you're the highest rated player since Andrew Billings. And he
Yeah.
did that on our radio show back like almost a little over a decade ago. And I remember what was that like. What does it mean to you to stay here and maybe keep the high prospects in the Waco, Central Texas area around Baylor University?
Oh man, it means a lot. If I can get the big prospects in here, from Waco to come to Baylor to play with me, that's gonna take Baylor way up, and we're gonna win a natty. You know what I'm saying? But it means a lot. It's just a blessing. Ranking really don't mean much to me, but to be the 11th rank, it's crazy. It's nothing but God for real.
Have you had some of the players locally? I saw a couple of them. I won't mention them because I don't, because they could be. I know they're being recruited heavily as well. Look, I saw
Yeah.
Jamal and Vincent and Connolly with the big old bulgy eyes. And have you had reach out to you?
Oh yeah, Jam, my God, Jamari and Vincent, he hit me yesterday. What I'm saying? I'm gonna do my best to recruit him to get to Baylor. But he gonna take his recruiting slowly, but I'm gonna do my hardest. I'm gonna try my hardest to get him to come to Baylor with me.
Did you surprise your family when you made the decision? How did that go down? Did you talk to them first? I'm sure you did, but and
Yeah.
then also we'll get into the reaction of who you spoke to first at Baylor to tell them about it.
Oh yeah, so me and my family had that talk. I told them I was ready, and they was like, "No, let's do it, let's do it." So that exact night, I called Coach Keenan Hall. He was like, "Oh man," he was the happiest guy, one of the happiest guys I've ever seen. After that one, so called Coach Hall first, then called Baker. And there was just nothing but love for real. After that, then it was just big. It was go time.
So, you can do a lot of things. You have the ability to play wherever you want, and obviously, DB, wide receiver. Do you're a wide receiver commit though? Is that right? That's what you want to
Yes, sir.
go all in your hands, and you have this ability. Your body control is incredible. Um, what has been what like? Did you get a chance to talk with Dave Aranda? You mentioned Keenan and others, but what did Coach Aranda say?
Talked to Coach Aranda last night. He's not, he don't show a lot of emotion, but you could tell he was real happy. Talked to him last night, and he just nothing showing love, man. He's always showed love since day one for me. So it's for me to talk to him. He was just real happy, and for me to see him happy, that means a lot to me.
What did the family legacy mean in your decision?
Oh man, it means a bunch. Mom Baylor, dad Baylor, sister Baylor. I really just couldn't break the cycle. And Baylor did all they could to keep me here. I think they did a great job with me. Always texting me, always being there for me. So it was an easy decision, to be honest. And just the legacy, man, just to carry it on. It's crazy. It's crazy.
What's it been like at school today?
Oh man, all the congratulations, nothing but love, Waco University, that's where it's at, nothing but love over here. So been good, been a little calm, been a little crazy, but nothing I can't handle.
Yeah, you're used to the attention, but you're also in fact, you're extremely humble.
Oh yeah.
What does that come from to stay even keel and not get too high or too low?
Man, all this could be taken away from you in a second. My dad keeps me big on that. You know what I'm saying? You never know when this could end. So, being humble, trying to be a role model for the youngest in this school, don't get too big headed. It could all be gone in an instant. It could be gone in a snap. So all that just means a lot to me.
K'Ron Johnson and what he's done for that program. I knew him when he played at Cuero High School, Baylor, and of course he's coached and he was at Midway. Now he's done what he's done at University High with the momentum that you all
Yeah.
have, Trojans in football. How much has he meant to you along the way during this procedure too, during this process too?
Oh man, for someone to go through it, he just like my pops, he went through the recruiting process. So him always giving me the ear, telling me how to handle things, how to do things. He's been a big help in the whole recruiting process. But he's really a big factor in what I've done.
I've asked you about your family, Coach Aranda, Coach Keenan Hall, among others at Baylor, your school at University High. What has it? Do you realize what this means to Baylor fans that they have somebody here on the South Side? Doesn't matter what side, but that you have decided to pick Baylor because they have now gained a lot of momentum, and you're a part of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Baylor fans, got something big coming real soon. We're not done. We're not done at all. We might have another one just from right here, Waco, Texas. Devontae Kirkland, he might come to Baylor. You know what I'm saying? We're not done for sure. For sure.
You have had to deal with injuries, haven't you, man? I mean,
Yeah,
like
man.
nagging. I think you ended up playing like 8 games this year. You've put up
Yeah.
steady numbers from your freshman year to now. How difficult London was this past year for you?
It was difficult being out, but all you can really do is just support your team. I'm not the selfish guy, what I'm saying? I'm not going, my injury would have done this, my injury would have done that. All I can do is really support my guys. They go on that field, they grind hard every day. You know what I'm saying? So just them seeing me on the sideline, cheering them on, I think that gave them extra motivation, you know what I'm saying? Because like it could also be taken away from you, like it took away from me. So them just seeing me boost them up, boost their mentality, like they playing for me and I'm gonna play for them when I get back.
London, what's it been like, the process, not just making the decision, but just overall? I remember talking to your father about a year ago, and you were kind of in a place where everyone, I thought, knew all about you, but maybe
Yeah.
there's a time where you're like, hey, not so much look at me, but I want to play college football. What was that like for you?
Oh man, it was nice. The recruiting process was nice, but I would say a big thing was, relationships, building relationships with these different coaches, these different schools, and Baylor really just stood out for me. Baker takes me every day, always showing love for me. It was other schools showing love, but they weren't as consistent as Baylor. But the recruiting process was great. It's a real blessing. Not everybody gets the chance to go to every school, in Texas. So for me, it was just taking it real slow, and just going through it.
So you have made the commitment to Baylor. I asked recruits this, and I know it's a different landscape in college
Yeah.
athletics than being recruited. So what do you do now? Are you going to still go look? Have you done what you wanted to do? This is a commitment. What does that mean to you?
Commitment to me, that's a big word. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to decommit, but I will take some visits. Keep my eyes open just in case. But right now, I'm not looking to decommit, and I'm real solid to Baylor.
All right. So what do you think this does mean to Baylor that you're committed to them?
Oh man, they get the hometown kid. Grew up right here. You know what I'm saying? So they get the hometown kid. We looking to get some more kids from Syntex. If they can get Syntex, they can get Dallas. So for me to go to Baylor, man, it's just a lot, man. It's a blessing.
Hey, thank you for your time. I'm sure it's been a whirlwind the last, almost 24 hours.
Yes,
Love
sir.
your face. Appreciate your personality. Thanks to
Yes,
K'Ron
yes, sir.
for making you available, and also to the Smith family. Have a great day and enjoy it. Thank you very
You
much,
too.
London.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
London Smith, Baylor Commit, University High on 365 Sports.